let me answer the question, is Steve Ovens Dave approved? And to do that, I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story as to how I got to know Steve. Now, Steve is such a great, genuine guy, and this is a great show to his character. When I first got to know Steve, we were running a small workshop called the SEO Method 2, and it was just for some clients and a very small group of people. And Steve contacted me before the workshop and said, hey, I know you're running this workshop, I'd like to attend, but I thought I should let you know up front that I'm an internet marketer and an SEO guy as well, and I just wanted to double check that that was okay. So he asked me before the workshop if it was okay for him to attend, because he didn't want to offend me, or he didn't want me to be caught off guard or feel like that he was spying on me or something like that. I mean, that just goes to show the character that he is. Like, he thinks about other people. So we found out sort of as we got to know each other as well that we were doing some very similar things, and started to mastermind a little bit and bounce some ideas backwards and forwards. I just realized how much of a sharp guy he was. So we kept in contact, and then I started to see his name pop up everywhere. When you start, let's say you buy a new car, or a new red sports car or something like that, then you start to see that car start popping up everywhere. It was the same sort of thing with Steve Ovens. It's almost like I started to see Steve-O pop up all the time. He was sort of involved with James Schramko. He was very big with Nanocast, which is our shopping cart solution, a little bit of an expert in that area. And then I started to see him at other workshops as well. So he was just sort of starting to pop up everywhere. Now, we ran another workshop, which was the Outsource Profit Machine workshop, and he came along to that workshop as well. And I suppose just shortly after that, that's when we really started to get to know each other really well. We set up a mastermind group. There were a few of us involved, and Steve just brings so much to the table to that, just being the tech guy that he is, and all of the marketing knowledge that he's got, and the different circles that he moves in as well. So as we sort of got to know each other really well, he then helped me out when we were setting up our Nanocast, which is, again, that shopping cart thing. He's a bit of an expert, but we were setting that up for Melbourne SEO Services, and he helped us get that up and running and getting everything in place. And whenever we sort of came to some different hurdles or technical difficulties, he was only too happy to help. That's one of the things about Steve. He's just such a giver, and such a person who wants to help and make sure that you move through to the next level. We started to then work a little bit more closely, because I thought, I really want to work close with Steve. And we had the launch of the SEO Method 2 DVDs, and having his marketing knowledge as well as his tech knowledge, he helped with me mastermind that launch. He was very instrumental in that, and made sure that the whole thing ran super, super smooth. And I suppose for me, that was a great opportunity to see him in action working on a particular project, and that's what gives me so much confidence in what it is that he does. I think the things that make him stand out, just the fact that he's got this tech and this marketing background. Most people don't have both. It's usually one or the other. So when it comes to technical stuff in particular, for some of our higher end clients for Melbourne SEO Services, if I've got a technical question on linking structure, or the way that the robot TXT files are set up, or some of these sort of more technical things, I'll go to Steve, because he's got those answers, and he's happy to help. He's one of the good guys, and that's why he's Dave approved. So if you get the opportunity to work with Steve, I suggest you jump at it.